I'm Christy Reinhardt, and I'm the board chair for Matfield Green Works.
And I'm Derek Ham, and I've been on the board of Matfield Green Works for a long time and lived in Matfield for almost a decade now.
So Matfield Green Works is a community organization that has been around since 2013. It originally started doing programs and arts support, but has really spread out and moved into more connecting people with the earth and with each other, which is actually what our mission is. The biggest challenge that we're facing, like every other nonprofit organization across the country, is funding. We, as a nonprofit and a community organization, become more and more dependent on private individuals to carry out the mission and the work that we do. And our biggest challenge is letting people know how to do that, where we are, and what we're doing. Well, this is our second year, and last year was a big year for us. We completed a project where we took a vacant lot in Matfield on Scenic Byway, the Flint Hills Scenic Byway, Route 177, and it was overgrown and covered with yuccas, and it didn't look so great, and we turned it into a mini park and rest area because there was no place that was readily accessible to the public from Council Grove to Cassidy on that Scenic Byway for Grandma to pee. And it created an impediment for people to be able to access the Flint Hills and all the cool stuff that we have. And we have visitors every day. We've seen lines waiting for the bathroom. We have people who schedule stopping at our handicapped accessible picnic tables. We were able to support Gravel Unbound XL and have over 170 crazy extreme athletes come through our community, where we fed them pasta and gave them Cokes and hosed down their bikes, and it was an enormous community event. And that's what part of what we were able to do with Match Day funding. We were also able to take some of that funding and leverage it into matching funds for a Department of Commerce Towns grant, where we're putting in native prairie gardens so that our visitors will be able to up close and personal see native plants. Matfield Green has captured the hearts and minds of people all across the world. We're a tiny community with a great big huge fan base, whether it's people that have experienced some of the events and programs and happenings or have read about it and some of the extensive writings that have come out of the area. It's important for people to keep this little magical place on the prairie alive, and this gives them an opportunity to do that.
So right across the street from the Green, which is the park project, is the bank, which has been operational before. Ran it as a art space and kind of visitor center gallery for a few years. Eventually the building started to get to the point where you didn't want to keep art in it, or it was not prudent to keep art in it. And so we've had various plans for it, trying to figure out how to bring this thing back online. And what we've sort of settled on is a very simple approach of we need to get the roof fixed and the floor fixed, and then you can start doing stuff in it. As famous as Matfield Green is worldwide, as you were talking about, you still can drive through and totally miss it, other than there's this building there. I mean, so it's a really important part, not just for our organization, but just for people kind of who happen to be coming through and are a little distracted to say, oh, there's something going on here, and it serves kind of a connecting point to engage with the rest of the town and the surprising number of things that are going on.
We wanted to serve informally as a welcome center, kind of a gateway to the Flint Hills, and also a community place. We are exploring some partnerships with the Kansas Art Commission about creating some exhibitions or creating some studio space for local or visiting artists to use. We want to stabilize the building, give it another 100 years, and let the building tell us what it wants to be. This is what we want to say is thank you to everyone for all of your participation in any way that you can. And we look forward to having you come and stop at the Green, use the bathroom, have a picnic, and then walk across the street and see what we're doing at the bank.